What is the self-concept for? How can you use this self-concept to start to shape reality to how you desire? First, before we really dissect what the self-concept is and how we can use it, I first want you to hear the requirements to unlocking the concept of the self-concept. The requirement is to first be able to study yourself. It might sound painful or boring to you. I don't know what it would sound like to you, but you first have to study yourself. And that's the one thing that not a lot of people would think about first. A lot of people would think to study systems outside of themselves, study their Bible, study the psychology books, study the philosophy books, study, I don't know, within gym routines and that, and science. But the best study that you can do is to study on yourself. Because once you know yourself, then nothing in reality can shake you or move you. You decide where you want to move on the chessboard of life. No one will move you like you're a pawn. You will be the mover. Because that is the only thing you can control. It's yourself. You can't control anybody else. You can't even really make anything in reality. You have to be the one that you're building yourself up to be a certain way. You know what I'm saying? You're the one that you have the most control over, because it's your body, it's your life, it's your mind, it's your soul. And ironically, the more control you have over yourself, the more powerful influence you have over others and reality. So it's a win regardless. You get me? It sounds like agony to have to dig through parts of yourself that you're trying to hide or run away from, but it's needed. Sorry, I'm just checking if it's required for you to be able to genuinely start to alter reality. And the main reason that it works is because you and reality are intrinsically connected. Even you and other people, you're intrinsically connected. That's why once you gain control of yourself, other things outside of you start to move accordingly, even without you trying, really. Because all you're doing is focusing on controlling your mind, how you're moving in the world, your behavior, you know what I'm saying? But it's because the reason that other things move as a result of that is because you're connected. Everything is one. You know what I mean? We all come from the same source. Even the objects around us that are created already, it all comes from the same source. I hope that siren doesn't make up. So once you learn to get a handle on your self-concept, you'll learn to get a handle on anything in life. And that's true spirituality. The ability to alter your reality through altering your self-concept, your self-definitions. So if you want to change reality, you need to change yourself first. Change the person, not the reflection in the mirror. You can't change the reflection in the mirror until you change first. Because all the mirror is doing is reflecting back at you. That's life. Life is just reflecting back at you. People are reflecting back at you what you are. So that's what the self-concept does. That's its function. It's to just reflect back at you through reality. But the self-concept is the starting point. Just think about that. It's a starting point for all significant changes in your life. Now, studying yourself just entails deprogramming your default programming that has gotten you to this position and reprogramming your subconscious mind, yourself, in a way that you'd prefer. And you can get through the subconscious mind through repetition, through trauma, that's emotionally intense experiences, even if it's through imagination, because the subconscious can't differentiate between imagined or real experiences. And lastly, and also images, like symbols, images. So I don't really want to get too far into that side of things, but I will leave you with this. It's either program yourself or be programmed. You see, when you're programmed, you are told you are this and you just accept it. You grow up a certain way and that's just how things are. You're told to not explore more things, you're told to not choose any other identity. That's you being programmed. And then you just acting based off of what's been given to you is you acting off your default programming. You're not choosing your reactions, you're not choosing to feel a certain way about certain things. That's just your default. Once you can step outside of that default and start to pick and choose how you want to respond, you are now reprogramming yourself a certain way. And the more you do it, repetition, the more it sticks. And the more you drown out to your default programming, you rewire it. And for symbols, I would say having objects around you that represent something that you desire for yourself, a certain identity you want for yourself, having those around you constantly, looking at it, interacting with it every day, feeding it energy, there'll be a feedback loop of energy being fed back to you for you to be able to embrace that identity that you prefer. And that will slowly reprogram your subconscious mind. And with emotionally intense experiences, honestly, just detensify. Is that a word? You need to decrease the intensity of certain emotional experiences that you've had that are undesirable by reliving them so much that it becomes neutral. It sounds a bit effed up, but you want to get to a place where you can be an observer of that experience, and not that the experience has you. You need to be able to come to a neutral place and then now reframe that situation to where you would feel better about it, or just create a whole nother experience that represents the opposite feeling. And it doesn't have to even be like a real life experience. It's literally in your head, because the subconscious can't differentiate between imagined and real. So the more you vividly experience what you prefer, and all you need is the feeling. Whatever's happening doesn't really matter, to be honest. But first person view, a short scene preferably, of someone that maybe you imagine as someone that holds a very high emotional stock in your life, them interacting with you in a certain way that proves to you the life you'd prefer. That feeling, keep going, and you have to sit in silence. Obviously, sit still, sit in silence, in meditative silence, or you could do it anywhere, to be honestly. When you want to, or the thing is, there's ways where it works best, but then there's also, you're a unique person. You can literally come up with any technique that you want. As long as you can tell yourself that it's enough and it works, and you have confidence that it works, then it will work. As long as you have faith. In my last video, I talked about faith, fides, confidence. That is the etymology of faith. Etymology? I think it's etymology of faith. Having confidence in your own abilities. As long as you have confidence in these techniques or your own techniques that are similar that you can remix off mine. I'm not even giving you techniques. I'm just telling you the basic, what the subconscious mind does and how it works. And sometimes you'll even find that the more you study these things, check out my Substack if you want to find out more about this information. But the more you study these things, the better you understand it, the better you can now play around with these techniques and reprogramming techniques. Now that's just one way to, check if it's recorded. That's just one part of altering your self-concept. The deepest parts that hold the most influence over your life. The default programming. You want to first undo all of that. That's what I first did. Everything I thought that was true about the world, I had to undo it and reprogram my brain to believe whatever would serve me in this life, in this reality. And that's when I could delve into more concepts, delve into more identity, explore more about my self-concept, and face challenges head on. That's the other thing as well. Anytime you meet, let's say you've deprogrammed your default programming, you're embracing a state that is conducive to the life you want, and now something in your physical reality that you can see with your eyes is trying to tell you that no, this isn't true. Go back to your default, because you've been this default programming for however many years of your life. Of course it's going to be seemingly stuck this way your life, but that's why you need to be disciplined and be persistent in holding that state that you prefer, because the feeling always comes first. By the way, the feeling comes first and reality constructs around that feeling, because how you feel about yourself, or how you feel more often than not, is a signal of your self-concept. And then, like I said earlier, reality will construct around how you feel, whatever your self-concept is, whatever your definition of yourself is, whatever your definitions are, reality will construct around it. So you need to hold firm in those definitions, despite what you see of reality. Judge not by appearances. Reality is mainly just visible light being refracted back into our eyes. Reality is only 0.00 something. I don't even remember the figure, but it's a small number, innit? That is what is real in reality, and the rest is being made up in our minds through images that are being produced through the visible light being refracted. You know what I'm saying? It's not real. It's real to our five physical senses, yes, but for the most part, it's not permanent, it's not fixed. It might appear fixed, but it's moving. Everything's moving in some sort of shape or form, and you want it to move in the direction that you want by holding the definitions that you want to hold. You want to hold it so it can move in that direction. If you keep holding the default program, you're going to keep moving on the same path that you've been moving on for 20-25 years, man. So whenever you're met with adversity, whenever you fail, even when you fail, take that as information. You don't let it trick you into making it a permanent identity. Embrace the adversity. Let it be proof that things are changing. You need to stop flipping your definitions, flipping it all. Instead of seeing that failure, that inability for things to physically change in your life, instead of looking at it and defining it as proof that you're stuck, define it as proof that things are changing, that something's about to happen. Flip all your definitions and self-concepts. Don't let anything else define you. You define yourself every single time. Anyone that tries to tell you you're a bad person, you're a bastard, you're a cheapskate, you're this and that, just cancel it out, because it doesn't even matter. The amount of praise anyone can give you, they can also, the amount of the same rope that people used to pull you up, they can use to hang you with. If you let people boost you up, if you let people define you so much and tell you're a good person, they also then have the power to pull that rug from under your feet, fam. So you define yourself no matter what, no matter who's talking to you. It doesn't, bro, honestly, people can praise me all they want. And I genuinely, I appreciate it though, realistically, I appreciate it. I appreciate it's a kind gesture, but I don't take it as seriously as the average person would take it. Because I know that whatever praise they're trying to give me, I'm not gonna let it become my ceiling. I think even higher than that of myself, you know what I mean? Back to reprogramming your brain, right? Back to self-concept. Just make sure to look through your past, right? Look through your memories and learn from these experiences instead of the definitions of, alter the labels of the events that have happened in your past life into something that can serve you instead of something that's poisoning your life. Slowly analyze it all. What can you learn from it? Because all of these things can help you grow. They don't have to be a poison. It all just depends on you. Final thing as well, check your dreams. Your dreams is just your psyche's way of trying to resolve emotional things or communicate with you symbolically. It's the easiest way to see what's going on in your subconscious mind. They're your dreams, if you can dream anyway. I know that not everyone can dream, but don't take your dreams literally. Take them symbolically. I've had some mad dreams in my lifetime, bro. I've had some mad dreams. People getting their heads chopped off, all that. Well, them things there, but don't let it scare you. If it does scare you, then that's a sign as well. Whatever you saw, whatever that symbol represents in your dream, there's something there that you need to confront and face. So, start being truly spiritual. Use your self-concept and your definitions of reality to alter reality itself. Use your self-concept definitions you have of yourself, the things that you think about yourself. Control and mold that in a way so reality will fold to your self-concept. That's all reality is doing. Life isn't beating you down. You're the one that's shaping it constantly. Things can happen here and there, right? Little glitches in reality can happen here and there, but it's a matter of if you make those glitches permanent glitches, make it mean something that more than it should have meant, or you minimize it, or you face it and deal with it and label it as something to propel you forward. So if you want to hear more things like this, subscribe, like the video too, and check out my Substack in my YouTube bio. Link is in that bio. And thanks for watching.